the convention we were at in San Francisco, and these two pretty young girls raised their hands and said, "Can we come up and kiss you?" And they, they ran up. They proceeded to lick Dominic head to toe. They didn't even look in my direction. Nothing. I sat down. I read the paper for like an hour.
I can always pull bohemian lesbian couples.
They felt badly. So after the convention was over, I was walking down the street. And they came running up and proceeded to lick me. At which point my wife appeared, just around the corner.
Consolation licking for Billingsley.
That's exactly it. It was a pity licking.
Right? A pity licking. Right as this business comes around the corner, it's just going,
this was strawberry, kiwi, Bonnie, strawberry, kiwi.
It was a very dodgy social moment, let me tell you.
It was. I don't know why that reminded me of that. For some reason it did. Well, it's because I never get the opportunity to eat a baby. No, it's always Dominic you eat a baby. Another question? Yes.
I think I remember an episode, was it Dear Doctor?
Yes.
Yeah. What was it like filming that one?
It was a good one for me because
Fabulous. I was in the beach all week.
You didn't have a song. It was good because it was the first episode that they actually kind of gave the doctor, I think, a little bit of weight. You know, not this weight, I provided that myself, but a little bit of a sense of his seriousness of purpose, because up until then, it had been a little too giddy. So it was great for me, and they also gave me a little bit of an insight into the culture, and which I would have liked to have seen them do more of as the years progressed. But although it's funny because I watched that episode again recently, and although I liked it, it also, you know, it had a certain kind of, how should I say, lassitudinousness about it, which is one of the things I think perhaps was a little problematic about the first couple of seasons. You know, they revved it up a little bit.
Were they taking liberties with certain laws of Star Trek? Or?
No, I think they were still a little bit in finding their way. I think they were maybe a little soft in their storytelling.
Right.
You know, the cold opening, as I recall, the cold opening in a TV series is that first thing you see before they go to credits, the first scene.
Yeah.
The cold opening, and you watch television these days, I mean, the cold opening is when the quadruple axe murder arrives.
Teaser.
Yeah, teaser. The teaser was the doctor walks into sick bay, he feeds his animals, and he answers his mail, and then he leaves.
Let's see what's on the other channel.
Yeah. That's pretty gripping.
Right.
But it was it was a fun episode to do. Yeah? Anybody? I have the captain's chair in my bathroom. It's my throne. I carved a little hole in it. I hooked up some pipes. Every time I'm going to the bathroom, I think of Scott Bakula.
I've got Linda Park in a little cellar.
Yeah. You haven't seen Linda on TV recently, that's why.
I took one of the last episodes. Yeah, I did take something actually in the end.
They put cameras on the ceiling to stop us from doing that.
They did.
Seriously, they did.
Seriously. Do you remember we had that multi-universal conference with all the weirdos?
Yeah.
And we all had those...
the weirdos, the aliens, the other cultures?
Yeah, the other cultures.
Yeah.
And we
had... you were the diplomatic
We had... Hey, look, I'm just keeping the kids at Star Trek as written. We were all a bunch of Nazi Republicans sorting that. I digress. I took my ID badge. And one day I might bring it to a convention and offer it up to the chat.
I took all my contact lenses, and one of the actors, Tim Russ, what do I care? Tim Russ actually auctioned his ears off online and got busted.
The one he's shooting, you mean?
Yeah, shut up. Yeah, that's why every time now,
I did not know that.
After that, whenever they made prosthetic pieces for the actors, the makeup artist had to make sure that they were destroyed right after they were taken off. So that's why Tim Russ lives in a mansion on top of a hill. He sold his ears for 7 years. He sold his ears.
Blew it for the rest of us. I didn't know that.
Yeah. I had shins, I had ears, I had foreheads. Could have been a rich man.
They were pretty, it was, I mean, you're working for the man, aren't you?
Yeah,
you do. It's, yeah.
Because apparently in previous incarnations of the show, when the show would end, you know, it would be like locusts. everything would be taken. So for our show, they, because Paramount can auction that stuff all
Well,
they
they did.
did.
I mean, they did a few years, didn't they? Sotheby's. They made $12 million in a weekend or something.
So they put video monitors all through the sound.
On SH1T that they were going to chuck out.
You notice that what we took was something you could sneak in your pocket when nobody was looking. Yeah.
And now I'm thinking, they used to search the cars every now and again. Leaving
I was strip searched like 7 times by Rick. It's a little unnecessary. Another question? Yes.
The theme music to Enterprise is fantastic, but who the hell is responsible for the hideous Western twang in the third and fourth season?
And can you sing it for us?
It went from this wonderful sort of like...
Well, I tell you, the UPS, there was so much politics going on. But even the guy, Russell Watson, the voice from England, he got that song, or his producers or whatever, got that song on the show, and that was some sort of backhand deal, and I never got to be able to back over that. Because, as you know, the first time they'd actually had a vocal on a Star Trek show, there was definitely... And then when we were sort of flailing a little, but our numbers never really dropped from 3.5, 3.1, 3.2, somewhere in there. But I remember, when Les Mumbis, who was running CBS, he was at Viacom, which is owned by Sumner Redstone, big billionaire. Part of his broadcasting concerns was CBS Network, United Paramount Network, which is the network that was set up to launch Next Generation back in the day, Paramount Studios, and some radio broadcasting interests that he had. And CBS was flailing around about 10 years ago, least watched network in America. This chap called Les Mumbis, little short-ass guy, failed actor, brought it back.
You want to work on CBS?
I don't care. I honestly don't care.
I don't care about CBS.
I don't care. I love
I'm a good guy. Les, if you're watching this,
you're a great guy.
Great fella.
A fabulous guy.
Fabulous guy.
He brought CBS back from the doldrums and became the golden boy at Viacom, and Sumner put him in charge of what was now becoming this sort of limping stepsister at UPN. So
you can tie this all back to the music. You wait and see.
It's
going to be a while.
Les put Dawn Ostroff, his minion, in charge of UPN. And there's the Dawn Ostroff stories. When she was trying to amp up our show, one of the bright ideas Dawn had was to, why don't we put a boy band in the mess hall scenes? I'm not kidding you people. A boy band in the mess hall scenes. And the other one was, so Jolene Blaylock, does she have to have pointy ears? Well, Dawn, she's a Vulcan. She looks so much cuter without the ears.
An ear actor.
Anyway, getting back to the theme song, when it got that extra kind of jingle beat, that was the boy band in the mess hall scene note. Let's just put a tambourine in there and kind of, we want the young folks.
Our ratings went through the roof.
Oh yeah, that was a big
tambourine. That's good.
That really worked out.
Yeah. Then we started torturing people in season 3, which was my biggest problem with season 3, frankly. It's like, I'm not sure I'm really okay with the torture.
Yeah.
Little
did we know. Now, were we doing that as a nation at that time?
Yeah, let's not go there. Let's not go there. Another question.